Hello there. It's time for another one of Dylan's college essay videos, brought to you by Dylan. Welcome back, everybody. I am here to talk about college app essays once again, but this time I'm going to be talking about questions that you should be asking yourself throughout the college application process. Well, more specifically, the college essay writing process. In my other college essay writing videos, I talked about the things that you should and shouldn't be doing and how exactly to write your college application essays. But now I'm going to be talking about what you should be asking yourself. These questions that I'm about to give you will help you reevaluate your essay as you go along to make sure that you're hitting the right points and make sure that you're staying on the right track towards a perfect college essay. Also, most of these tips go towards the common application personal statement. However, they can pretty much apply to other essays as well, including your supplemental essays and maybe the UC PIQs and other stuff like that. So I have got 5 questions for you guys today and pretty much a bunch of little questions within those questions that we'll talk about. Let's start with the first one. Does your essay encapsulate your main qualities as a person? Your essay should not just be a simple story of something that happened to you or something that you did. If you tell me you live in Arizona and you play soccer, well, that's great. I know some background about you, but I know nothing about who you truly are as a person. Your interests don't equal your values. Think of it this way. I'm an art person, right? I like to make art, visual art, photography, dance, sing, act, all that stuff. But does that tell you who I am as Dylan Nellis? No, it just tells you that I like to make art. So admissions officers want to know your intrinsic values. In terms of values, I mean things like compassion, responsibility, respect, leadership, self-reflection, family, honesty, nature. There's so many more, but that's the gist of it. They want to understand your character and your personality. Don't believe me? Check out this video where I literally break down the factors that are most important when colleges are going about reviewing your application, and they literally put down character and personality traits as very important or important. So let's go back to that example. If you want to talk about how you play soccer, you can still talk about that. You can still talk about your interests and the things that you do, but you want to wrap it around like a specific experience or situation that changed you as a person or influenced you or made you grow or think about something or challenged your beliefs in some way. So make sure that your essay encapsulates your main qualities as a person. The next question that is really important to keep asking yourself as you're writing your essay is why? Literally, why? And I'm just gonna do a joint question thingy with that. So not only why, but how? How? Yeah, those are really short and simple questions, but they mean so much and can take you so far. Almost every time that you state something, explain why and explain how. Now, I'm gonna give you 4 examples of this. One with a passion, one with an activity, one with a college, and one with a hardship. Let's start with the passion example and explain why and how. For example, the occupation of nursing inspires you. Okay, why? What is it about the job that is so interesting? What are the values about it that stand out to you? Is it helping others? Is it bravery? Dedication? How are you inspired by it? What is the pivotal moment or experience that made you realize this? How does this idea of nursing inspire you and your own academic interests? See what I did there? Why and how? Now for an activity. For example, you found interest in a job that uplifts the LGBTQ community. Well, why was this so important to you? What led you to making the decision to take the job? How does this align with your own identity and beliefs about things? What was the goal you were working toward for this job? Or what was the motivation behind it? What influence did you want to make? What did you want to get out of this opportunity? Okay, now an example about a college. Let's say you want to attend USC's business program. Now, what I'm about to say is highly relevant to the Why Us essay video that I made, so make sure to check that one out. There's a specific essay that some colleges ask you to do, including USC, and it's really good to know how exactly to strategize for that type of essay when they ask you, why do you want to go to our college? So once again, back to the example. Let's say you want to join USC's business program. Okay, why do you want to attend that business program versus any other school? Versus any other business program? What stands out about that specific program? How is that program unique? And how do those unique things match your own interests, your needs, your wants, and your values? And then how does this opportunity foster your own academic growth? What are you planning to do with this opportunity? Always explain why and how. The last example for this is a hardship. Let's say your parents are always out working and you're struggling to take care of your younger siblings while also being a full-time student in high school. For this, you really want to explain the story with the how. What did this experience look like to you? How did it make you feel? How are you able to manage or adapt to the situation? What did you learn through this experience? How did this role influence you as a person? Did it make you become more independent, more mature, more confident, more able to handle multiple things on your plate? Did you gain time management skills? How did this affect your academic pursuits? All right, so those were the examples for the how and the why questions. Now I'm going to be moving on to our next question that you should always be asking yourself. Is this essay unique to you? By this, I'm talking about the content within the essay. Is this story that you're talking about, or the outcome of this experience, or the values you gained, or the way that you handle it, is it unique compared to all the other applicants? Now, I know you might get scared there and be like, oh my God, it's not unique. Like, I literally wrote an essay that I feel like everyone can write about. But that is okay. That is okay, first of all. It is okay to pick a topic that other applicants have done. For me, my common application essay was about dealing with my grandfather with Alzheimer's who came to live with our family and the struggles of that and what I did and what I learned through that experience. Tons of people have family member stories, and I get that. A lot of people have also done Alzheimer's related stories, and I get that. But it is your job to make the story unique and personal to you. And how do you do this? By diving deeper. Your uniqueness is shown in the way that you illustrate your thoughts and your feelings and the approach that you take to the situation at hand. So while so many other people can be going through the same type of situation, it's the way that you handle it and the way that you thought about it and felt about it that really makes it unique to you. With that being said, do not be scared to show the admissions officers the inside of your mind. Yes, the inside of your mind. I want you to reach in and grab a piece of your brain and smack it onto the essay and turn it in just like that. I'm kidding. But by this, I mean the way that you think through, analyze, and execute situations. Walk us through your thought process. It's really fascinating to dive into that and the way that you thought about every single moment, rather than just saying, this happened and then this happened and this happened. The end. But also be careful on informal language. You don't want to use a bunch of curse words or things like that. So I don't know, I would just always have an understanding of this and just be thinking about these things as you go about your essay. And then the last question that I have for you guys to ask yourself constantly while writing your application essay is this your true voice? This should not be anyone else's essay but your own. And by this, I am no longer talking about content as much, but I'm talking about the way it is written. Do you write like this? Really? Or is this you just trying to flood your essay with a bunch of fancy academic words that only make you sound smart? And that's the tea. If you watch my other video, you know not to flood your essay with fancy words because that's not gonna work. That's just not gonna work on these college application essays. This essay should be 100% honest, it should be your true voice, and it should highlight parts of your personality. Once again, this ties back to what I said in the very first point, the very first question, which was to encapsulate your main qualities as a person. And the only way that you can really encapsulate all these main qualities is if you show these main qualities in practice. In the way that you write is showing so much of who you are. And so you want to make sure that this voice, this tone that you're using in your essay is yours, not your parents, not your friends, not the people who helped read your essay, because it's not their essay, it's your essay. Never let someone edit your essay so much that it changes the tone and the voice of your essay, because this ultimately needs to come from you. And I do recommend you show it to other people. Yes, 100% let other people read your essay, let them give you advice and proofread it and give you feedback, but you don't want them to completely dismantle your authentic personality. If you haven't already seen these videos, I've done several videos that actually look at the criteria that college admissions are basing you off of and what they value as more important in their admissions than other things. And one of the things that I noticed is that character and personality tend to be towards the top. It tends to be something that they actually actively look for. So to wrap it up, be true to yourself, because this is ultimately about you and your future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you're thinking down below, how things are going. How are your college apps going? Let me know. I would love to see how I can help in any way. And I look forward to making more videos about this and sharing with you guys my insight, my tips, and my research. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.